And welcome back inside the big house, the Blue Cross Arena here in Rochester, New York, where your halftime score, RCMCS 42, the Lions 40. And lucky to have here with me Jake Slobe, Red Creek standout senior. Great season. Just was named to the Class C2 All-Tournament team. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
And they pronounce your name wrong, though.
Yeah.
That happen a lot?
Yeah, sometimes.
Slobey? I know that Dave Barnick was calling you that for one of our broadcasts, too. Yeah. So obviously disappointed, Jake, that Geneseo game, a little last-second shot. You wanted to play for a sectional title here in the Blue Cross, but it doesn't take away anything from the great season you guys had. Wayne County was like unbelievably competitive this year, and all those games were tough and well represented in the postseason too. In the semifinal rounds, you had, I think, 5 Wayne County teams still alive and 3 advancing to the finals here. Right. Talk a little bit about what it was like this year in Wayne County.
It was tough. It was definitely every night you had to bring your best. I mean, no teams really there was no bad teams in our league this year. Maybe besides a couple maybe easier ones, but everybody gave you a game every night.
So towards the bottom of the league standings was very difficult. They beat Lions actually without Damon Hunter. So you watched the first half here. What's your take on this game? What does Lions have to do to trailing 2 here? They were down as many as 9 at one point, but they fought back.
Right. Yeah. RCMCS can shoot it. I was surprised. They got hot. I don't know. But they fall in love with it. I thought they kind of started shooting too many threes, but Lions definitely good in transition. They especially with the way that RCMCS is pressing, they can just throw it up. And I mean, they always have. It's always a 1-on-3.
Yeah, it's kind of odd how they come up. They double Hunter. That hasn't worked once. Hunter hasn't turned it over once. Maybe one pass that McDonald couldn't handle. But once he gets by that double team, it's now 4-on-2 or 4-on-3 for Lions. So it'd be interesting to see if they stick with that. I noticed that Zach Young started in zone, and then they started burying those 3 switch to man. That kind of helped a little bit. I have Lions outscoring RCMCS by let's see, they had 21 second quarter points to RCMCS's 13 second quarter points, so 2-point game. And we're going to see what happens here in the second half. So talk about any plans yet for next year in terms of colleges or what you want to do after graduation?
Not really. I still haven't decided what college I'm going to yet. I kind of have a top 5 right now in my head, but I'm not too sold on that yet either. But I'm definitely a lot of college interest and stuff like that, so I'm very grateful for that. But just want to play college basketball.
Well, you've been pretty solid, obviously, throughout the season, and then the 2 sectional games had a couple of great games. It's tough, though, man. High school basketball, you play all year, and then you get into the tournament, and it just can be over like that. Red Creek's not the only team that lost. Newark was pretty dominant all year in that Finger Lakes East, and they lose in the semis. So it is a difficult thing.
Mm-hmm.
Talk a little bit about the team that you guys got coming back next year, because I think a lot of people think, oh, gee, Red Creek with Slobe this year, this was their one chance to, win Wayne County and to get to sectionals, and now they're probably going to go back to the bottom of the standings. But what do you guys got coming back at Red Creek next year?
They're definitely a solid foundation. I mean, we got our big man, Willie Meyer. He's coming back. He's athletic. He averaged 8.5 rebounds for us.
Yeah.
And about the same in points. And then Nick Klein coming back, probably start at point guard.
Yeah, his brother's graduating, though, unfortunately, right?
Yeah.
So Nick
Griffin,
will be...
Yep. And then Noah Fisher, he's coming back. He's probably our most athletic kid.
Yep.
Zach Ferguson, he'll be there. He can shoot. And just a really solid 5-6 players to start out with. I mean, I don't know what's...
How'd the JV team do this year?
They're all right. They're probably middle of the road.
Yeah, got a couple good players who are going to help out?
Yeah, they got a couple decent players that can probably contribute.
Well, as I mentioned, Jake honored at the conclusion of the C2 final with an all-tournament team. I believe you're the only one on the all-tournament team that didn't play in the championship game, right? Or was there? Did I miss somebody? So that's always a big honor. They usually, it's tough to make the team. You're only playing 3 games, and you got a better chance if you're playing in the finals. But that was a nice honor, and I was glad to see it. Being out there on the court and everything was a little bittersweet. I know you wanted to you had to come watch that game.
Yeah, that was definitely a tough game to watch. Just very disappointing way to end the season. I mean, great group of guys, great coaches, great season. But, I mean, we can't – I mean, 17-3, that's way better than we've done in years past.
Well, and you won the league, It was a great league this year.
Right.
And, you know, to be honest with you, I know it hurts a little bit now while the games are still being played. In a couple of weeks when you look back, I think it'll all be positive. You know, the memories you guys made this year and the respect that you garnered for Red Creek basketball. Yeah. So I think you guys have nothing to be ashamed of, only proud of. Right. And for us too is covering. You know, we need exciting games. We need star power too. You know, and so we always kept it on you. We are always pumping up Jake Slobe and Damon Hunter, and you guys never disappointed. One other team still alive from Wayne County tomorrow, North Rose Wolcott. I don't know if you got a chance to check out their game against Whitman, but it was just an unbelievable ball game. Tyler Norris, sophomore point guard, reminds me a lot of Tyler Collins. They're like a left-handed Tyler Collins. And just talk a little bit about North Rose. They were the other Big 3 team in the Wayne County League this year. Yeah,
they're a solid team. They got a lot of team speed, and they're pretty athletic, and they got good length too. They got a couple shooters, and then obviously they can penetrate and stuff with Norris, and then
and with Stevenson inside.
Yeah, Stevenson inside, and then Hoyt in there too. He grabs rebounds, he can finish, he can shoot it too.
And they're young. They're young as well. They lose Stevenson, Norris a sophomore, Hoyt a junior, so they got a lot coming back, so it should be competitive. So next season, Jake, when we're coming out and doing these Wayne County games, if you're in the gym, come over and see us. We'd always love to have you sit in, maybe even sit in for a full quarter or two and help call the game.
Oh, yeah, sounds great.
So thanks a lot, Jake.
Thank you for having me.
Congratulations, too, on a great season.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're